Welcome to Guilted Into It.
Oh my God.
Don't steal my bit.
But if I did that, you would be laughing already.
I thought it was great.
I hate you.
Notice who's in the middle.
Welcome to Guilted Into It. Here we are.
Because you know what?
Here
You
we
hear what
are.
she just did? It's embarrassing. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
So clearly,
I won't
Judy's
do
not
this
here
anymore.
tonight. And we have Amy joining us. And I gave up my middle seat
Because that's a terrible angle.
because she hates the angle.
This one is
So
much
that's-
better, but
That's the kind of sister
it is.
that I
is
am.
Very nice of you.
That is sisterhood.
it is. It is.
Plus, since I don't have to turn to the side, my issue is at bay right now.
So I
So
have
I
to turn
do-
to the side now.
I do appreciate it
Okay.
a lot.
Oh boy. So we're in for an hour or 55 minutes. We're in for a good 55 minutes. We got a lot.
A lot of good
A
stuff.
lot of good stuff.
Okay.
A lot of good stuff.
Can't wait to hear about it. What?
Well, you know the thing is,
I just show up.
you just show up basically. Yes,
And you
and
would
then
never
you
know.
and then you critique Otto.
Look at this guy.
Look who's here.
He's
Hi,
missing his
Otto.
woman in
Look
Florida.
at you guys.
No, we're gonna bring Otto up. He's gonna come up. We're gonna talk shit about Judy because she's
Oh,
not
good.
here.
Oh shit.
I got a text about Judy this morning.
Did
I got
you?
a picture of her. Yes. They went to Burger King when they got to Florida.
Who does that?
She's mad at me for saying
She
that.
lives on the wild side.
Who does? Oh, she did text me though when she
Her
was at the
joke.
airport, and she's like, "You would be proud of me. I'm at the bar having a drink, chatting with the bartender," and I was like, "You go, girl."
Don't take a sleeping pill.
I
But
was gonna
then-
say.
But then she was like, "But we got there too early. We were there for 3 hours,"
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, "I would have
God.
had 6 drinks at the bar if I was there for 3
Of
hours."
course she was 3 hours early.
Yes.
It wasn't her though. It was her sister.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't throw her sister under the bus.
Oh, I'm
She's
throwing you,
probably
Joe.
watching.
You're under the bus. They're out to dinner, but they're gonna watch this later.
Oh, okay.
So, little recap of the weekend, if we can,
Mhm.
right? So, how was your weekend, Bridget? Anything fun?
No.
I didn't think so. Amy?
Okay. Well, all right. Maybe I have
Wait,
something to
no,
add
what
to
did
that,
you-
but I guess I'm done.
Well, no. Tell me.
Nope,
Tell me.
I don't
Come on.
have anything left to say.
Oh, stop it.
I actually, yes, the show is happening, Otto.
Yeah, show's happening.
Otto is obviously has no idea what we're
Amy?
just prepping.
Other than a lovely bridal shower,
Yes, well, we all were at that.
Yes, we were all at the
I
bridal
did
shower.
absolutely nothing.
A rainy,
It was disgusting.
disgusting
Well, when
day,
we
but
go
the
anywhere.
shower was beautiful.
Was.
Was beautiful. And it
And I discovered a new talent, actually, that I'm very good at flower arranging.
Yes.
I'm good at that.
Oh, well, I have to tell you
Mine
that I went
still
home.
looks good.
When I went home, I found a little itty bitty milk jug type glass bottle that I have that had the perfect size opening, and I plopped my little flowers in there, and it's perfect. now.
honestly, I rearranged mine in a little mason jar, and they're beautiful.
And now what I've heard here is that amendments had to be made to your flower arrangements, whereas mine is still in its original vessel, fully intact, because I did it so well the first time.
I don't know what you did. That
Yeah,
was some wizardry.
it was
was
wizardry.
good,
I don't know
right?
how you got
I wish I had
all
a
of
photo
those
of
Every
flowers
time I tried
in
to
that
shove the flowers in,
little
they broke,
opening.
and I took them out and I put them down and I took new ones.
No, I'm just good.
No, but it was a beautiful shower, so we did get to do
Yes,
that
it was
together.
lovely.
And then Sunday is a blur.
As soon as I got home, I looked at my husband and I went, "Do you want to go out?" And he's like, "No." And I was like,
I know I was
My
supposed
pajamas
to go
on?
out as well, and I
great.
didn't.
I went nowhere. I got on the couch, put on a
Good
TV
stuff.
show, fell asleep. That was my Saturday night.
Yes.
Thrilling.
Woohoo! Living large. But I do want to share Monday. Lower your phone.
His phone is not.
It's
mine.
not
I
me.
think it was your phone.
No, my phone is off and volume down. Anyway,
Okay, well, let's get on with the show.
on Monday I had a wonderful experience, and I was hosting a Broadway cabaret, which I talked about on previous shows, but it was for World Down Syndrome Day, and it was at this really amazing little theater in Manhattan, the MasterCard Midnight Theater, like a little cabaret theater, tables, and it wasn't like a theater of rows, you know? And it was a really great experience. What?
A theater of rows.
It wasn't like rows of seats.
Right, but you
It was
called it a theater of rows. I'm sorry. I couldn't let that one go. I know what you meant, but a
not.
theater of rows?
You know-
Okay.
But you know what I meant.
All right.
A traditional theater.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. With rows of seats.
Anyway, it was a great
Tables.
event.
It's a theater of tables.
You know, I think you're going to be
All right,
fired.
go ahead, go
I think
ahead.
it might be.
I'm
You
sorry.
might be fired.
That honestly wasn't as funny as it is to me, but
No, but
go ahead.
anyway, that's it. It was a great night. I had a great time. I hosted it.
And she
I met.
sang.
I
And you
met.
sang.
I did sing. I met really amazing people, especially the one little girl, Mia Rodriguez, who has Down syndrome, sang "Moon River," which is great on a couple of levels. First of all, that's an old song, and secondly, it's the first time I ever heard all the lyrics.
Yes.
Really?
I only ever knew "Moon River." That was it,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
But she sang it,
Something
and it
about
was
huckleberries in there.
Huckleberries are. It is, yeah. My huckleberry friend. That's a line. But it was great, and it. I was happy to be a part of it. So that was really nice.
And you had a great performance. We watched it.
Thank
We
you.
live streamed it.
Thank you, my daughter, for saying that.
Oh, I
Did you watch?
missed that one.
She
Well,
missed it.
you did get a whole text to the whole family about the
I did.
live
You
stream.
did, but
You didn't do it.
she doesn't
Um,
care. She doesn't care.
It's not that. I just,
Listen, she's probably gonna sing tomorrow like 3 times on
I know.
Easter. So what do you really?
I am not. I am not. All right, so we have very interesting show tonight, and I kind of discovered this on TikTok. I talked to Amy about it at the shower, which is when we came up with what to talk about. So the name of the show is Domestic Diva, the Tradwife Trend. And Bridget doesn't really know. You don't know what that is, do you?
I don't know anything.
So
Apparently.
Tradwife stands for traditional wife. But I have a lot of issues with this.
traditional meaning what?
Traditional meaning like back in like when there was the basic mom stayed home, took care of the house, took care of the kids, dad went to work and brought home the bacon, which is fine. But this trend takes it to a whole new level. So I have a little video from TikTok. She's one of the big TikTok tradwives. Her name is Esty Williams.
Okay.
And
Let me see this.
we're going to play this little clip and then we will talk about. I have a lot of notes about the tradwife. So let's play the clip.
Kisses in the morning leave me dreaming the whole day through. Searching for my 1950s woman. Searching for my calendar girl that I can come home to. Searching for my 1950s woman. Kisses in the morning leave me dreaming the whole day through.
That's not for me.
Yeah.
So, first of all, there were a lot of videos to choose from. I chose that one because I felt like it kind of
Described.
summed it up nicely.
I couldn't read any of it. I can't sing.
She's
So.
20.
I believe you.
She's 25.
Okay.
She was in college to become a meteorologist and decided that she just wanted to, her words, not mine, submit in all ways to her husband. Stay home, tend the house,
Wow.
but like,
You don't even cook dinner anymore.
I hardly cooked when I was married. And listen, I was not only a traditional wife because I did it all at home, but I also brought home the bacon.
That means you're not a traditional wife.
That's
But
me.
I did 2 jobs. She's doing 1. I'm not impressed, by the way, but you know.
Okay.
So I want to break this down.
Okay.
Okay? Because the traditional, I looked it up today, right? The traditional wife, the Tradwife trend is focus on old-fashioned homemaking skills, submission to their husbands, never working outside the home.
I like that.
Otto is laughing because he's like, Judy doesn't have any of these qualities.
Zero.
I don't know any woman.
I like the not working outside the home thing.
Yeah, but what? But you would like that if. So what's to say you're going to do this traditional role, right?
I do all that already.
But no. But you're not working outside the house. What's to say that your husband, you don't want to work outside the house, but you want to have enough money so that you can shop and do things?
Yeah,
What if he doesn't make enough money for you to do that?
I wouldn't have married him.
But you did.
Well, I worked though.
Yeah. So
So, in essence, what I'm saying is if I had that mindset, he might not have been the one I chose if that is what I was going for. But that's not
I
what I was
wanna
going
know-
for.
Maybe she doesn't want to do it.
Does he want this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was this initiated? I need to know more
well,
background
I
about
mean,
the guy.
I don't know that, but I'm thinking if she was like,
What
this
would
is-
you do right now if I was like, I'm gonna go be a trad wife?
I would smack the crap out of you.
But wait, a trophy wife is something entirely different.
Right.
That's, I think, what I wanted.
Well, yeah, you want to be a trophy wife because the trophy wife can do whatever she wants and still get a lot of money.
And money, yes.
Right.
See, I like that.
Totally different.
I'll tell you what, there is a major drawback to that trad wife thing.
What's
Did
that?
you ever read Lamb to Slaughter by Roald Dahl?
No.
I believe I did. I don't remember it right now,
Well,
but
She was the original trad wife. She was waiting at home for her husband to come home. She couldn't wait for him to get there.
Mhm.
So they could go. It was their date night. They were supposed to go out to dinner. And when he came home, she made him his drink and he sat down. And then he promptly told her that he was leaving her. She was
Right.
pregnant, by the way.
and there it is.
She was pregnant. He was leaving her. The way it was written, you get the indication that he's got another person.
Of course.
And he told her, "Don't worry, I'll make sure you're taken care of." And she didn't want to hear that, didn't want to accept it. So she was like, "I'm just gonna go cook dinner. I guess we won't be going out this evening." So she went downstairs and pulled a
Oh.
frozen leg of lamb out of the freezer and whacked him over the head with it.
Oh.
And
I thought it was going to be a
killed him.
poisoning situation.
Well, I
So-
think I might do the same thing because if you're going to commit your life to this one person and make your life around this person and they suddenly decide they no longer want you,
Yeah. Well, but the thing is,
then what are you going to do?
here's the
Poison
thing,
them.
right?
I'd have to do a poisoning. I
Well,
think.
but
I think
she
I'd do
was
a
so.
poisoning.
This is the drawback on the men's side, though, to the trad wife as well, because they're so engulfed in your life, right? That they know every nuance of it. They know everything. So he was a detective. She knew everything about everything, including how to cover up a murder.
How to get away with murder, a crime.
So the best part about it is, as all the cops are coming in and they're asking her questions, they don't even remotely, think it's her.
Mhm.
But she did this whole thing after she whacked him over the head. She threw the lamb in the oven. She called the butcher. She was like, "I'm going to come down. I need to get potatoes, blah, blah, blah." She went down to the butcher, yucked it up with him,
Nice.
went back home, cooked the rest of the meal, right? And then, left the stuff inside. She told the police that while she was out getting the stuff, she came back and her husband was dead.
Wow, that's
Meanwhile,
Wow.
good. This is a good book.
she finishes the meal, right? You got to know what's coming next. She finishes cooking the meal and she's like, "Gentlemen, I have all this food,
and they eat the lamb that was the murder weapon.
They ate the murder weapon.
Wow.
And the last line is the cop
Genius.
saying, "I feel like it's right under our noses what happened here." And she's like, behind them.
Genius.
Is this
Yes.
a short story or something?
Genius.
Short story.
Oh, that's
Read it with
good.
my 7th
Well-
graders last year. They loved it.
You know, and Amy, you brought something up earlier that you have an axe to grind with our mother for
A little
this,
bit.
but I actually appreciate this advice.
It's not an axe to grind, but
Well,
What's-
but
what
like
is it?
so my mother gave me she wasn't big on a lot of advice, but there were some things she said that were good advice. And she said to me, don't ever be dependent on a man. And she didn't mean it in a way like they're bad or whatever, but be able to take care of yourself.
Right.
Be able to know that if something happens, you can move on. And I took that very seriously. And lo and behold, don't
did
you
I.
know, I had to
take care of yourself.
take care of myself.
No, I get
You
it.
had to
Twice.
take out the proverbial rack of lamb.
I did.
But what she could have said instead was maybe be a little more choosy. You know
Well,
what I mean?
you know, absolutely. I mean, and the funny thing is, because years later, like I'm married, whatever, to, you know, her father. And
Yep.
he would come home sometimes.
It's kind of like that. Kind of felt like when the dog does something bad, it becomes your dog. You know
It's
what I
your
mean?
father. So, but no, but he comes home one day, and this is where I kind of lost my mind. And he would walk in, and he would do whatever, and crack open a beer, and he wouldn't say hi to anybody. And I said to him one day, I goes, could you just like kind of walk in and say hello to the kids? And he's like, you know, back in the day,
Tradwife.
a wife would meet her husband at the door with a drink. You know what my response was? Back in the day, she wasn't pulling in 6 figures.
Boom. Wow.
Humble brag.
So, humble brag is right, because you know what? I did all the things that this trad wife does and
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen,
had a full-time job.
I have to put this in there.
Okay.
My husband works very hard.
He does.
He does.
He does.
He does.
And I do a lot of the stuff around the house.
You do.
And I do work.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's all right, only because I only have 4 more years left of it. Yeah, and then I get to retire.
But they're making it. See, here's my problem with it too, though. These girls, and there's quite a few of them, they make it look like super glamorous and everything.
Well, again, anything can be glamorous when you have money.
Exactly.
You know.
But
Right. You
they're
don't want to be a trailer park trad wife.
but they're making it. They're making it look like they have money,
not
but
that there's anything wrong with
but
living in
do
a
they
trailer
have
park.
money?
Of course not.
Yeah. Well, of course.
That's the thing.
well.
She's
listen,
walking around looking like a Marilyn Monroe pinup, which is great, but it's not
yeah,
realistic.
But they also don't have. Were there any children? She has no kids.
I don't know. I tried to find that out today.
She probably doesn't. That's why she looks like.
Some of them have kids though, and you know, like the one is waking up at. Oh, you're gonna love this. Her children wanted cereal for breakfast, so she woke up at 4 a.m. and made cereal
maids are.
from scratch.
How do you even do that?
That's just.
I don't even know.
Maybe grinding
That's
up
just stupid. You get a thing of Cheerios, like our mother did. Cheerios, the milk in the
Oh.
little container, and you left it on the counter for the kid the next day.
That's what you did. You used to put the cereal in a bag and
Yep.
magnet it to the fridge with a little bit of milk. I could have choked because you were in a deep REM cycle when I ate that cereal in the morning.
You were old enough, if you were
I
old enough to
could've
pour it in a
choked.
bowl and put the milk in, and you couldn't chew,
Old people
that's a
choke.
if you can't chew your cereal, that's a whole other issue.
So
And Cheerios, they mush. That's why they give them to babies.
I'm just saying, I could have choked, and it was not a concern. And I remember that.
I was
I don't
very
know.
clever though. In the bag, magnet to the fridge. Come on,
It was good.
that's
I'll give
good.
you that.
That is good.
It absolutely was good.
I
That's a
really
good
thought
time.
today that I was going to be a billionaire,
Mhm.
Really?
and then I could have been
Why?
the trad. I played Megan.
What, are you
Lee,
kidding
I
me?
thought I was going to win.
You could have been a
been
traditional
a
single
trad wife.
person.
No, I would have definitely been a trad wife at that point. Although Rob and I both would have been Tradwives. He would have been a Trad
Right.
Oh
husband.
God,
Yeah, right.
he'd never work again in his life. Now,
You don't know how I would love to call him and be like, I won the lottery. You can quit.
He would walk out instantly.
so I have a couple of questions about this for you guys.
Okay.
All right. First of all, I've watched The Handmaid's Tale. You've watched The Handmaid's Tale. You have not.
That seems to be the theme of the episode. Is I've done this.
No,
you've
no,
done
no.
this, Bridget
But
has
you
not
haven't
done this.
seen it.
No.
But do you know anything about it?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be like that.
I think the
Well,
general concept. I think
But
I
to
know.
me, this whole trend, if it really picks up, this is the first step to going toward that Handmaid's Tale type society where women are submissive and women are second class. And, you know, we fought. Listen, I'm not a feminist. I want someone to open the door. If you ask me on a date,
We're rolling into a weird area here.
well, no, but
Right?
we're not. We're not. If you
She
ask
just
me,
said I'm not a feminist.
well, I'm saying I'm not like such
You like chivalry.
I like chivalry.
But
You
you-
ask me on a date, I'm not gonna whip my wallet out. Not doing it. Sorry. Okay. You asked me on the date.
Right. Which isn't happening. Let's
It's
be
not.
clear.
Why not?
Nobody's asking. Nobody. As a matter of fact, if they ask, then they like ghost me. But anyway,
Oh God, it's like
Chivalry is dead.
well, chivalry is
messed it up.
chivalry is
It's dying.
dying.
Well, but that's because, all right, we're going to get too political here. I cannot speak.
What? Just
This is getting dark on the episode.
well, no, but I'm just listen to me.
Well, because,
I'm saying
you know, the whole feminist movement thing, you know, now it's, you know, it's wrong if a man holds a door open for you or something. It's ridiculous.
you know, it's not. That's not feminism. That's just being kind and polite.
Right.
And
I don't know. Whatever.
know.
All I'm saying is.
but I'm just saying, well, like a lot of, and it's predominantly young girls. You don't see anybody my
Until you're
age
40.
going, I'm a trad wife. No, they'd be like, I'm exhausted,
Yeah, well.
right?
When they get a little older and a little wiser and have a little more experience, they're going to realize that, you know.
Yeah, but then what? They're 10 years into
You,
this.
you can be a good wife and you can be a, you know, someone who, like, takes care of things, but you don't have to be submissive. That's just a little too far,
It's a little crazy.
you know. Besides, I feel like as a husband, wouldn't that be boring?
right.
Why?
I mean,
gotta
Rob will tell
change it
you,
up.
one of the things he
You gotta
loves
change
about
it
me
up.
is that
Get
I'm a
the
little
whip and the chain
spicy.
out.
Right.
You know, when we, he knows I'm not going to just be like, all right. You know, he knows I'm going to be,
You gotta change it up. Get the whip and the chain out.
oh my God.
Otto, with the whips and
Otto.
the chains. Oh.
But, you know,
Dressed like a nurse.
that would be boring.
All right,
Dressed like a nurse.
get over here.
Judy's in Florida.
Get over here.
1982
Someone ran him
over
in.
there.
Get over here. Paul Peltier has been waiting for this.
You guys are making.
He's been-
You guys are
He
making it
needs
too
a
loom.
chair.
I don't-
I'll
you
sit
don't
over
have-
there. Is that a
You're gonna sit-
speaker?
That's a little box. How are you
That's
gonna
all
sit
right.
on that?
Here, you
little
just
box.
you're gonna there you go, a
I
little
don't need
stool.
this.
There he
Sit
is.
in the corner there.
We got Otto.
I don't
There
need
you go.
anything big.
There he is.
Oh.
Look at Otto,
It's a
everybody.
speaker.
All right.
I love him.
All
not a
All right, you're gonna have to
Here we go.
use
Here we
your
go.
muscles and your legs. There you go.
There you go.
So
All right, I'm
Otto,
kneeling. You guys are making it too loom.
to what?
Chivalry's not dead.
Well, I don't like to think it
There's
is,
just
but
schmucks out there that don't know any better.
that is true.
It's true.
That's right.
Schmucks.
It's
They
true.
don't know any
Schmucks.
better.
It's definitely
But
true.
you do
And
have
if they
a,
haven't learned it by now, they're never going to will.
no, but you have a lot of women. Like I saw a thing on TikTok the other day. A guy was like, "I'm walking out in the parking lot. This woman is lifting these heavy bags of whatever from like a Home Depot," and he walked over and he said, "Would you like a hand?" And she went, "Ah, what? You think I can't do it by myself?" Like people like you, shut up, because I want that guy to come over and help me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could do it by myself, but why should
Thanks, Nancy.
Yeah.
But why should I?
Who's
Right?
Nancy.
Nancy's her personal trainer.
Thanks, Nancy.
Yeah. You know,
You're an
we
idiot.
know you can lift it on your
It's
own.
that whole, you know, just because you can do something
Yeah.
doesn't mean you have to do it.
Like so I went to breakfast this morning. Was it this morning? Yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning.
I met Mommy and Otto at the Okanee Diner because I'm, retired. And we had
note to date, she still has not visited me at work.
and we had breakfast. Be quiet. We had breakfast. And do you know what this man did? He walked me to my car. He
Aw.
opened my door for me. Tells me to be careful.
Aw.
He didn't have to do that.
Well,
But I wasn't going to be like, oh, you don't have to do. Oh, I can open my own door. Yeah, he knows I can open my door.
Aw.
I love that.
That's sweet.
that's what men should be doing.
You need a TikTok account, and you should be schooling all these young men.
But it's not necessarily
Not
the,
only
the
they should be
men's
doing it,
fault.
the guys that don't do it should deserve a beating.
I concur. I agree.
But it's not
I learned my
100%
manners
the
from my
boy's
father.
fault, though, right? Because a lot of the women now don't want that. So what are they supposed to do? They're damned if they do and damned if they don't, right? The boys.
Right, but they shouldn't give up because of they encounter one nasty woman.
Well, you know what it is? It starts at home. So when I was young, when I was growing up, my mother would be coming down the block with groceries. My father say, "You got nothing else better to do. Your mother's struggling."
Yeah, but it's not the men. That's not the issue here. It's the women who get all over them because they try to help out, hold a door, offer to give assistance. And these women are like, I don't need your help.
I don't do that. I got to call 5 minutes before I get home and lie to them that I'm in the driveway already. So they come outside. Otherwise, I sit there for 20 minutes waiting for everyone to come outside.
See?
Because I think there are a lot of men
But
who
they're just lazy.
are chivalrous.
It's different.
Yeah, no, you're right. No,
You know?
the guys are lazy.
I live alone, so I take one trip and I have 9 bags on my arms and still see if I can finagle a way to get the key in the door without putting anything down.
I do the same thing.
And I'm good at it.
I do the same thing, Bridget.
Yeah, the more you can carry, it's like a,
Yeah, it's a
like a
game.
Well,
quest,
that,
right?
See,
Yeah.
that's the thing. You don't want to be totally independent.
I know.
You want to share some of that wealth.
Yes, well, yes. My favorite game is when I have like 1 or 2 items left in my trunk and I press the button to automatically close. Can I grab those items
you-
and run away
without-
before
yeah.
the trunk hits me in the head?
Hit you in the head.
Yeah.
I have like crates, right? And I
Yeah.
go food shopping and put all the stuff in the crates. And if I got the last crate, it's like, can I hit
you
the
do
button?
it? You could do it.
And
Guys, but
hold
my
the
knees are
crate.
killing
All
me.
right, Otto. Thanks
All
for
right.
joining us for the
My
chivalry
knees are
segment.
killing me.
Otto, do you miss Judy?
Little Napoleon? I don't know.
Oh,
you're in
you're a dead
trouble
man.
now.
That's it.
You are in trouble. Oh boy. So let's see, what do we got here? Oh, Paul was so happy. Otto is the Sean Connery of Long Island. I love that. Can you zoom in on Otto? You might need your own show. I don't know. My parents taught me we were equals. I was taught by my dad never to be submissive. See, so there's a lot of good.
No, I don't. I think submissive is a little much.
Yeah.
You're still you have to be your own person. Don't be a weirdo.
Bridget, what did I teach you and your sister?
Yes, it was very eloquent. We don't need no stinking men. It's a lesson for me.
Not because we don't like them or want them.
Right. We don't need them.
We don't need them. We could do anything.
Yeah, but
But if we don't have
But
to.
sometimes you need to mount a TV. And
It's true.
who's gonna do that?
who mounted your TV?
You did, my sister.
I didn't. She can't even get it off the wall.
Can't even get it off the wall.
That's how good
now.
I did it.
It is
Okay?
never. I'm going to move out of my house,
Yeah.
and that TV is going to stay.
I laid a floor in your first house.
You did.
Your second house.
Pregnant.
Pregnant.
I actually have a memory of that.
That was my first peel and stick.
Yeah.
That was.
First of many.
You're good. You're good.
I've come a long way since
You're
then.
good.
Yes.
Just saying.
I put together my bookcase, my bookshelf.
Yeah, well,
With
let me tell you,
instructions and-
hanging a picture in my house, Rob and I, that could be the end of a good day. Hanging
Yeah.
a I mean, it usually ends up with him going, I'm fucking done. And he walks out.
Bridget, I don't want to brag, but who talked your couch up the stairs?
You did. But I was doing the manual labor.
You were, but you couldn't figure out how to get it up there. But did you need to
'Cause
call?
It was too long. I called.
Speaking of men, look who it is. It's John LaRocchia.
All right.
Oh, and Rich Walker.
Obviously, no one can see them, so what an interruption. Yeah, no, I called you, and it worked out.
It worked
And
out.
the couch is now in my room, where it will stay forever, because when I leave, so that's staying there. Because I can't get it out.
We'll
Down
be
the
able to
stairs.
get it down again.
But either way, regardless.
So, final thoughts on the.
Oh, we got more thoughts
No,
about
I'm
this?
asking. Are there final thoughts?
I
Is
have
there
no
anything
more.
Yeah,
else?
trophy wife is the way to go, not try wife.
Yeah, I
That's
would
it.
agree with that.
Be a trophy wife.
Yeah.
I
sure.
need to be the next Anna Nicole Smith. I need to find myself like a 90-year-old man.
Didn't she die?
Amy,
She did.
I thought you said choke your wife. Don't even.
Choke your wife? No, I said trophy wife.
It's getting out of hand.
We are just, we're off the rails.
It's happening.
We are off the rails tonight. So, all right, so we have 24 minutes. I'm going to take a break,
Okay.
and we're going to show that god-awful commercial because I've had to speak
CEO
to
is
the
right
owners.
Well, wait. Before you show the god awful commercial, let me
Yes.
just tell you, okay, what the commercial is about. It's about intense events, glamping and picnics,
I say that
Okay,
every
We
week.
know.
and I am one of the proprietors.
And
of
what
this
does that
business.
mean for people?
It means that if your little child likes to have sleepovers, but you don't have enough stuff to have all those kids sleep over, we bring the stuff, we decorate it, we put it up,
Get all
and then we
fancy.
come back the next day and we clean it all up and we take it away. We
Just
do that.
sleepovers?
We do picnics,
all in the
indoor
name.
and outdoor. We also can decorate for your party at a venue. We do that as well. So we do a little bit of everything. So you'll see on the video a couple of things we do. We're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram,
The gram.
the gram, and the phone number and email will be up there as well. So
All right, let's hear from Intense Events, Glamping and Picnics. Was
Horrible.
and we're back.
here we are.
And that was Intense Events.
yes.
So,
Moving on.
Oh, one other thing.
mm,
If you have seen this advertisement and you book a party through the advertisement, tell me you were guilted into it, and we'll give you a nice little discount. for
there
the
you
party.
go.
Nice.
I like that.
Perk.
Very good. So, I'm getting a little
A little hoarse.
froggy.
I guess there'll be no singing tonight.
Oh, darn.
I know you're disappointed.
Shucks.
I can tell. So, Amy, we have a little trivia for you.
We have a movie trivia.
All right.
We made it harder this time.
Reasonable.
Oh,
Yes.
harder.
'Cause
I
you-
screwed it up the last time.
You didn't really.
A little bit.
You did pretty well.
I was a little mad that I forgot all the items that they made at dinner.
So Amy will pull movie quotes, or you'll say something and she'll say a movie quote and she's like, "What's that from?" And I never know.
Well, today we had a professional development that was wonderful at work. And while I was sitting there listening intently,
With her earbuds in.
every time the speaker said something that reminded me of like a TV show or a movie or a song, I wrote it down. I had a nice little list when I was done. Yeah, I had quite a few things
Oh my gosh.
written down. But she kept doing these hand movements about, it was really bad. Like, I'm something or other, and, you know, put on this and this. She's doing all this stuff, and I'm like, born to hand jive, baby. Like, what is she doing? That's all I thought of, is born to hand jive.
And that's the
Same.
way her brain works.
And that's
which
how
is-
it works.
It's a little
If
scary.
anyone was inside here,
It's not a good place.
It's not a
So
good
we're
place
gonna
to be.
we're gonna start. Let me get my questions, please.
Okay.
I'm so
I have a
afraid.
question.
You have the 1st
I'm
one,
afraid
right, Bridge?
to look silly.
No, I have the first one. This one might be a softball for you. It should
All
be, I
right.
think.
I like a softball.
You got to name the movie. I'm going to say the quote.
Oh, I like this.
Okay. You ready? That tabby is an asshole.
Oh, come on. That's from the Heat.
Yeah.
All right. So
So-
here was my question for the Heat that she said was too hard.
I think she's not going to get this. I think it's too hard.
Which special agent was working on the Larkin case for months in the movie The Heat?
Oh, that's Sandra Bullock's character.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, see, no.
All right.
On the Larkin case, yeah.
For months, Craig and Adam.
See, like, nobody. This was.
I thought she would know that.
She
though.
didn't know.
All right.
I knew
question
she
number
would know.
2.
My question was better.
Yeah.
It was.
I know.
All right. Here we
Question
go.
number. I can't believe you knew that, by the way.
What? That Tabby's an asshole? And then she tells her she's in pajamas.
I was
She's in
gonna use that
pajamas,
one.
button-down pajamas, and she goes, "All right." She goes, "You ready to go?" She goes, "I'm in my pajamas." He goes, "I thought that was a
She was
tuxedo.
be
You got
sleeping in a
top hat?
tux.
You got a top hat?"
Yeah.
I do. I remember
Yeah.
that part. All right. What is the name of the film in which Charlie Babbitt is a changed man by the end?
Charlie Babbitt, Raid Man.
Oh, God. Okay. She's good.
She thought she made these hard.
I thought it was. Do you have the third one? You want to read the third one?
No, do you know the movie?
Yeah.
Like, so you know the delivery of the line?
Yeah.
Say it.
So, what movie is the following quote from, and name the character who said it?
Okay, my heart's pounding.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
Oh, come on. That's Lisa from Weird Science.
How do you know that?
I've never seen that.
So,
Okay, this one I
What would
feel
you
like
little
is.
maniacs like to do first?
Something wrong with the brain, way your brain works.
You know how
There
many
really
times
is.
I watched that movie?
I know.
My
I've
God.
watched it a million times too.
Multiple
I don't
times.
remember that quote.
I probably could do this with movies that I really know. You know what
Well,
I mean?
definitely.
If it's movies you really know.
I
about.
guess, but
I don't
Hit
know.
me again.
All right. I feel like this is easy. In the Money Pit, what occupation did Walter Fielding have?
He's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Fielding, you duck,
Duck
fart.
I knew that was coming. All right. I don't know if you'll know this one.
All right.
Did you look these questions up?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
What does that mean?
I was just wondering.
Okay. What
I want to switch that.
1997 action film stars John Malkovich, Nicolas Cage, and John Cusack?
Oh, Con Air.
Wow. Good.
Wow. You can change the last one. if you
Connie.
need.
I know. I thought of a quote for it, but now I don't really know it. I'll just use what you have.
Okay.
Go ahead. Use it. Go ahead.
Who said this memorable line from the movie Pitch Perfect? Leave it. It fuels my hate fire.
That's the blonde that threw up everywhere.
It is about that, but she doesn't say that.
Fuels my hate fire. She doesn't say it.
No.
Nope. I can't-
Aubrey. Aubrey doesn't say it.
I can't believe that this is the one you're going to get
I
wrong.
was
Hold
shocked.
on. Is it Fat Amy?
It is Fat
It
Amy.
is Fat
It
Amy.
is Fat Amy.
It's Fat Amy.
Okay.
And there it is. That's
There it
all, that's
is.
all I came up with. I came up with
There it
6. I
is.
thought 6 was going to be a lot, but you were like,
She's good.
All right.
She's
well,
very good.
let me give you guys one.
Okay.
oh
That was
boy.
from today.
Oh, okay.
We'll see,
All
we'll
right.
see if you know.
Yeah.
I had quite a few. Like I said, I wish I had my list with me. I should have brought them.
Okay.
But
I know one of them.
one of them, the woman was talking about, and now this is how my brain works, right? She was
It's
talking
scary.
about choosing something, and she goes, "I choose," and I don't even know what she
I
said
think I already know
because
where this
all
is
I
going.
heard was, "I choose not to run." I choose not to run.
Is this a political thing?
Nope.
Uh,
It's a TV show.
oh, it's a show.
Come on, Ro. So disappointed in
I
you.
choose not to run.
It has to be one of the sitcoms on like a Seinfeld. Or a. Was?
It was.
Was it Seinfeld?
Yeah,
one?
when he got challenged, remember he was dating
race.
Lois, and
Nope.
it made him feel like Superman, and he had the race with the guy in
Who's
high
he?
school.
Who even is this?
Jerry.
I don't even
He had
remember.
the race, the guy with the high school, and he cheated, and the guy wanted a rematch and didn't want to run. So he goes, I choose not to run.
I don't remember
So,
that.
where-
That is so.
Ingrained in my brain.
Niche.
But it's so abstract. It's like so
Niche.
niche.
So is George's getting upset?
yeah, can you do
So-
one that's not so?
Do you have any other from memory? I can't believe you still have the
I
list.
have a lot.
What are you doing with the
Memory.
list? You just holding on to it?
I have it. It's in the book that they gave us at work.
Good.
The book they told us to write on Human It. And I did, because I follow the rules. And then
You
I
do
wrote-
follow the rules.
And then I wrote, if found, don't bring it back.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, I mean, there's just too many. There's a lot. There's a lot.
All right. Well, that was your chance. Did Judy? Oh, she's gonna watch later, so you'll get the phone call later. The little
If
Napoleon.
she can find the link. She's never had to find the link. It's
That's
not her
true.
strong suit.
I might get away with it.
You might.
I don't know about that.
I'm just going to tell her I don't know who that guy was.
Who said in a 1966 movie, sometimes you can get rid of a bomb?
Sometimes you can get rid of a bomb. I was born in 73.
Don't
Yeah,
know,
that's
Paul.
too old.
Don't know.
Come on.
It's too old
Like, yeah.
of a reference.
I wasn't even born in
Hit
66.
me with 1980 and on.
Yeah.
Notice I stayed away from certain movies, though. I stayed away
Yeah.
from Step Brothers.
Well, I know
stayed
all
away
those.
from
Yeah.
Bridesmaids, because
Yeah. we know that.
that's a gimme.
Yeah.
I didn't even
I
do
know.
16 Candles.
I know a lot of those. Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You gotta make them.
Breakfast
Oh,
Club.
Dong. Where's Grandpa's automobile? Automobile?
I had a lot from the heat that I could have done.
I like the. You know what? What was I? I was in Costco. Uncle Rob and I were in Costco, and we were standing on line, and then they have all of the nuts. And what was? You're covered in nuts. You're covered in nuts. That's all I thought about. And I actually say it. I go, you're covered in nuts.
It's crazy with these two. They both are the same way.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Bridget.
What?
What can we make last 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We got 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
We have 12 minutes
12
left.
minutes.
And you want me to...
Well,
take
I
that
kind of thought you guys kind of, you were kind of like, oh, the Tradwife thing. I mean, I was like really like
Well,
looking
because
at.
it got to a dark place. And
Well,
it
but
didn't...
that's the
Oh, well, I
point.
forgot
But
to
it
tell you
wasn't
about
fun.
what I found today about it.
What?
Well, not about the Tradwife, but it was
Okay.
about this whole idea that, women didn't want to be like how we got out of the Tradwife kind of thing, right?
Okay.
But back during the Wild Wild West, right? Really then, like the woman, she did even more. The Tradwife, she would laugh at the Tradwife, right?
Yeah.
She had to take care of the
She had
kids,
to go
the
slaughter
farm.
the animals
you
in
know,
order to
right.
make the cereal.
Yeah, you had to make everything from scratch, and you had to, get the hay, and you had to everything, right?
Right.
All of it. So there were women back then who didn't want to do that, right? So they became saloon girls.
Ooh, yeah, you would be a
Saloon
saloon
girls.
girl.
I would be a saloon girl.
You practically
But-
are a saloon girl right now.
But wait,
You say that like it's a bad thing.
they made, decent money, right? They
Yeah.
could take care of themselves.
They had great clothes.
But as soon as they got old, guess what? Done.
Yeah, but if
you
they
mean?
saved
Done.
their money,
If they stopped looking pretty,
Oh, yeah.
nobody wanted them. And then that was that. And then they wound up destitute and on the streets. And
well, they didn't save.
but they should have just maybe they wanted to be independent, but it didn't always work out.
Well, that story
I'm just saying.
ended poorly.
I thought it was interesting.
Some of them became
Yeah.
cowboys.
I guess some of them
Listen.
maybe.
Which era of time would you go back to if you had to go back to one?
1985.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Oh, go ahead. Why?
Because the 80s were the best.
When was the year they burned the bras?
You just liked it because there were no bras on.
No.
That's,
That was like the late
Yeah,
60s,
it was
early
the
70s,
60s,
right? No, I don't like the
and the
70s. No
hippies,
offense.
I'm not into that.
I do not like the 70s.
I would want to go back in the post World War II, so the mid to late 40s.
That was World War II.
Well,
Yes.
no. When do we?
1938.
To
No.
early 1940s.
41.
Yeah.
41 was done. So like
Mid
45.
to
41
late.
45.
No,
The
45.
Why is that? We had no rights.
I know.
Sorry.
I know. And it has nothing to do with that. I love the.
If you say the fashion, she's gonna say the fashion. The
I
hats.
know.
She wants to wear
The
those little
hats.
freaking
I
hats.
love the hats.
You love a hat
I
that just
love
sits
the
atop your head.
I do.
Fastened with a pin.
And then with this.
yes, always a
Yes.
sweeping
She would
side
want
veil.
this thing over her
Yes,
eyes.
that's
And
what
I
you
love
want.
the clothes, and I love the music,
Was that a Kentucky
Right.
race or?
and
the oppression.
and
And the
so
oppression.
so wait a minute. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. Wait, when was... I'd like to think her... When was
That
Annie
was the
the
30s.
The 20s,
That was the
30s.
big
The
depression.
30s. But the thing was,
Yeah, she would
Back-
have lived then prohibition.
Right.
back in the 40s,
She'd have a speakeasy.
back in the 40s,
Go ahead.
that was the time of women got married, they had families, they had children, and then it all evolved. So I don't think I would be upset with that then, but I would probably definitely be one of those women who would be like the first to wear pants and the first to
Nice
like
pair of slacks.
a nice pair of slacks,
Be like a nice
Pleat.
pair of slacks.
It's nice.
a wide leg.
Right.
Yes, if you will.
Okay.
But you know,
As soon as they moved to Levittown homes, they wore pants.
yeah, I mean, and it was like, ooh, they're wearing pants, but I think I'd be one of those like progressive women. But I do like,
Now she says this right now, and just moments ago she said she's not a feminist. Let's just say that.
well,
I don't know.
I look at feminism. I have a very negative connotation of it.
All right, it's okay. We don't have to get into it. I was just making a joke.
Just when it's going to get interesting,
Go ahead,
she
say it.
shuts me down.
Go ahead, say it.
Well, I'm just
Say it.
saying, like I don't.
I would never want to silence you.
That would be oppressive.
Right.
Bridget.
This isn't the
Bridget.
40s.
You don't want to be oppressive.
I would never want to oppress you.
You know, I'm looking at you say that to your mother, and she's saying that to you, and you're saying that to her.
Right.
Yeah, it's scary.
And I'm in the middle, as usual.
It's usual. It's repeat. Yeah.
It
Now-
is. It's scary.
Would you like to finish your...
I don't even remember what
Oh.
you came up with, because I was just gonna say, like feminism is good in that I don't think we should be treated as less than, and I think that if we're out in the workforce, are doing the job, we should get the same money for the same job.
But we do.
We do. Not everybody does. We do because we're in a union.
Have you seen Oprah's paycheck?
No, but I'm talking about just like not Oprah, like regular people. I'm just saying I would be for that, but the feminism movement has gone so far to the other side where a man can't hold a door open for a woman when she gets pissed.
Well,
yeah,
this
and
will
you
be
have
the
to wear a
last...
vagina hat. And I draw the line at the vagina hat.
What?
This will be the last
I'm just
episode
saying.
of
What?
Guilted Into It, as we will be getting canceled
What?
after...
We're not
the
going to be canceled.
There's
cancellation
not enough people
episode.
watching to cancel
I'm
it.
so,
Yeah, it was fine.
so tired of worrying about
let's not get into
cancellations.
Here we've already no.
Roseanne, Adam didn't open the door for Eve. There was no door.
There was no door, but Adam created a whole other problem. He opened Pandora's box.
No, well, that Eve was kind of the one
Now it's
pushing
getting
to eat
biblical.
the apple.
So
I'm
we've
just
touched
saying.
on politics, religion. What else should we talk
I
about?
don't know. I think we should be political.
Yes.
Everybody else is political. They open their
Oh.
big fat traps and talk about everything.
Yes.
Why can't we?
Okay.
True.
But not tonight.
All right.
Horse.
To make
Right.
a real
Yeah, right?
good statement right now. I'm not going to.
Oh, Jesus.
But I'm not
I think
going
my
to.
hair's all messed up. I don't like seeing myself over there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Bridget, how's comedy treating you?
It's good. I did comedy in a brewery for about 9 people the other night, so it's safe to say I'm at the peak of my career,
Oh,
obviously.
yes.
Yep. and then it was good. A guy came up to me
Sweet
after and
Jerry.
said that he runs events and wants to keep me in mind. So if that's not concerning, I don't know what is. I don't know what kind of events
Yeah.
we're speaking about, but apparently I fit the bill.
Well, there's sex
For the
traffickers
events.
everywhere, so watch out.
Well, yeah, I don't plan on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna totally go in another direction.
Okay.
But being retired, I do have a lot of time to watch TikTok.
Oh, that has been
Yeah.
abundantly clear.
I
This
know.
It's your
episode.
only source of information, I'm
right.
finding.
Yeah.
That
Which is a
and
concern.
Fox News. But
Okay.
so anyway, the whole women being randomly punched in the face in Manhattan has me concerned
Right.
because it's happening
As it should.
Right.
right where I was the other night.
You
In
had
that
a near
area.
punch experience.
I didn't have a near punch experience, you jerk. But because I'm also not a young girl who's walking down the street engrossed in my phone.
Is that when they're punching people?
Yes.
Or are you walking down the street like this?
No, but I'm walking down aware.
Never gonna get me, punchers. Not today.
You know,
Nancy prepared me for this one. You're shadow boxing as you walk down a New York City street.
you know,
Is that what you mean to
and
tell
my
me?
initial thought was, well, I need to worry about my daughter. But now,
No one's getting me.
I kind of hope you get punched.
Good.
Well, you just have to act crazy. You have to match their crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But they're coming out of nowhere. You don't even see it coming.
How often is this happening?
It's happening. It's
It
in the
seems to be
news.
an epidemic.
Freaking watch the news.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Otto, have you heard about it?
Yes.
The punching.
Bobby, have you heard about it?
No, I don't watch the news.
See? Well,
But
all
I
right.
would
Well,
like to
thank
find
God you didn't get punched.
But you're right. The reason why they're getting punched is because they're not paying attention and they're
Oh, all right.
not looking around their surroundings.
Yeah, they're not being, vigilant. You gotta. When I walk down the street in Manhattan, I'm not on my phone, and I don't have my earbuds in.
You're walking down the streets like this.
I am
No.
walking like with a purpose. I'm walking like I know where I'm going.
Well,
9 times out of 10, I do not.
When you see a weird guy, you're walking by, you say, don't even think about it. It's-
My daughter, she thinks I'm like,
I don't think
you
that
do.
you're anything.
You
What
do.
you
You
mean?
make fun of me. You think I don't know. I can't.
You
I
make
was
fun of
walking
me.
around the city, living in the city when I was 16.
I'm sure you're
It was a
perfectly
different
capable
time.
of getting around the city. I get it.
It was the
What?
worst time. We're in a fight. It was the worst time.
Otto just compared my sister to Judy.
That's what Judy does. That's what Judy tells her.
Right, you yell at me the way Judy yells at you, and vice versa.
And I sit in the middle and laugh as I usually
Right.
do.
I'm here making
Me
good
too.
comedy for
No,
the
I'm new.
podcast
I'm new in here too, laughing in the middle.
about
That's
the New
right.
York City punchings.
We're in the middle, Otto. You and
That
me.
was funny.
I know it was.
What was?
And I like to
My whole
think
thing about the punching.
in my fantasy
Yeah.
that if I ever got punched, that I would recover quickly and be able to chase them and jump on their back and bring them down and punch them. And,
Listen,
but
I will give you.
I'm gonna cry.
You're
If
4'11".
you happen to get one punch in with the metal
Right.
knuckles,
Your hands are
it's
made
possible
of steel.
you might maybe stun them for a second, but I really wouldn't.
That's true.
I
You
wouldn't
have
chase
very,
them down.
very hard bones
I do.
in your hands.
Yeah.
do.
It's
You do.
actually unbelievable.
It's like Wolverine.
Right, they're titanium.
All right, real quick. Do you have any shows coming up?
Oh my god. Well, April 19th, we have the pickleball fundraiser show. It's pickleball and then a show after pickleball, which I'll be playing pickleball and then doing a show, so I'll look horrible at that one probably. But that will be good. That is at Pickleball Hall in Sayville
Okay,
on the 19th of April.
nice. That's
Sable
it?
has a pickleball hall.
Pickleball
It
Hall.
doesn't. It's a delight.
Judy
You
might-
go there every
And-
Monday.
Bridget, we formed a team.
We formed a team.
But we'll talk about that on the next show.
Yeah.
Right? We'll
Yes.
talk about it on our next show too, but we'll talk about it. Bridget and I are going to be on Laughter Saves Lives very quickly, which follows our show. But this Saturday, March 30th, at Governor's in the Giggle Room I will be doing some comedy. So if you're up for some laughter, maybe go somewhere else. Or if not, come see me.
And where will you be?
I will be partying in Lindenhurst
Mm.
at the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
In bed by 8.
The day before
7
Easter.
if I'm lucky. Yes, and then I will be cooking for Easter dinner
Yes.
for these
Nice.
fools.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Well, that's all for us. Thanks for
Easter's
tuning
on its
in.
way.
Judy will be back next week.
Yes.
Thank you, Amy.
Unless you guys vote to have me stay.
Thank you, Amy. We're over time. Stay tuned for Laughter Saves Lives Live.